under shot clock. Rogers isolated kontra kay Nabong. Gets the drop on him, pero Brock never gave up. Leon Rogers troops to the line for 2 shots.
That's his third personal. 2 free throws, Leon Rogers.
Nabong continues to plead his case to the referees na inipit daw siya at mukhang mawawarningan siya.
Well, you're not supposed to have any contact with the referees.
As the Fast and the Furious have definitely come out to play.
Technical foul scored.
At na-technical nga dahil yun niya, hindi nga reklamo eh. Hinawakan pa niya yung official. So hindi pa pwede yan.
Kahit na pa yung ginagawa niya, he was trying to explain to the referees kung ano yung ginagawa ni Leon Rogers sa kanya.
Dapat kinuha ka na lang niya. Ikaw yung sinaktan.
O ikaw na lang.
Wag. Makakampi mo. Kasi paano mo, pinapaliwanag niya paano daw siya in-arm lock. Di ba?
Well, there's a way of doing it. You know, syempre, yung intensity ni Kelly Nabong could be misconstrued by the referees.
So now it is a 4-point lead para sa Barangay Ginebra. Ito yung official second free throw parating para dito kay Rogers. 24 and 10 across his number, Dom. 12 of those coming from the free throw line. Make that 13.
You know, one thing about Leon Rogers, he's getting the points, but the points are not really impressive. Meaning kung saan nanggagaling, it's actually set up jobs by his teammates, not really working for his points.
13 of his 25 nga mula sa free throw line. Kabagnot to Brock. Up, up, and away. Ginawa pa ng ring. Romeo is there. Gets it right back over to Brock. Matias couldn't pull the trigger. Fresh shot clock naman to para sa Batang Pierre. Alex doesn't care. Matias underneath is foul.
Extra effort for Ronnie Matias trying to get that offensive rebound. Ellis not able to block out his man.
And as Ronnie Matias is towing the line for his shots, makibalita ulit tayo kay Erica.
Si Ronnie ngayon ang may special task mula kay Coach Pidona Dumiscarte para sa global port. Evan Brock will provide the screen for him and he must immediately drive para sa pasa or sa tria. Nakakatuwa dahil kahit kakalipat lang ni Ronnie, very evident ang trust na binibigay sa kanya because of his aggressiveness and physicality. Balik sa inyo.
Parating may special task.
Oo nga. Special offer pero Matias couldn't deliver on that free throw. 96-91, it is Ginebra by 5. Rogers puts it on the floor. Nabong right there, keeping in step with him. Rogers will troop back to the line.
You know, for my earlier statement, that time Leon Rogers was working for his points.
Nabong though's got to watch it. He's already got a technical. Hindi na nga nagsasalita pero nagmo-motion pa rin siya. Naka-zipper yung bibig eh. Rogers takes care to first as Washington checks back in para dito kay Nabong. Nabong having some words with Coach Ato Agustin and manager Al Francis Chua. As we remind everybody na matapos ang matinding bakbakan, susunod na ang astig dito lang sa TV5. Tapos doon, meron pang Pilipinas News. Saan ka pa? (98-91). Global Port is down by 7. Romeo had back-to-back hits earlier in this quarter. Now feeds Matias. Short on that 3. Ball knocked away and will go to Ginebra. Tenorio setting the table para dito sa mga nakaputi. Sees a crack in the defense. Sabay crossover. LA taps it over to Kagiwa. What a pass over to Rogers. Taking a little too long. Not traveling ba? Kung hindi traveling, pwedeng 3 seconds na rin, ano?
But the effort of Mark Kagiwa getting that extra possession. Yun ang maganda naman dito kay Mark Kagiwa. Even if he worked for it, tapos hindi nila nakuha yung gusto niya, he just walks down and will start to play defense.
Pa rin naman sila ng 7 hanggang sa puntong ito. Coming up on the halfway mark ng ating final frame. Brock ang atake dito kay Rogers. Brock off the dribble. Huli! Is that Kagiwa or Rogers? O, tingkalahati sila. Rogers looks to reset. Ayaw bigay kay Dinong yung bola. Leon Rogers looking to take on Matias one-on-one. Rogers going to his dribble. Sinalubong ni Brock. Here's jump hit from the baseline. No go on that attack. Just over 5.5 remaining dito sa Cuneta. Tandaan natin, bukas at saka linggo, balik Big Dome ang inyong PBA. Yung bukas, 2:45. Ang simula, Barako Bull, San Miguel Beer. Susundan na salpukang Rainer Shine at San Mig Coffee. Romeo dancing in the lane. Lalim ng hugot noon, everything but the shot, pero mananatili naman ang possession sa Batang Pierre.
Well, Terrence Romeo has 6 points in the ball game, but 3 out of 12 ang kanyang shooting.
At papalitan na muna siya dito ni Coach Pido. Mark Macapagal back on the floor. Hit a couple of big three-pointers in the second half to keep them in the game. Coach Pido umaasang maulit niya yung performance na yon as Brock is fouled.
Tingin mo may special task din si Mark Macapagal?
Antayin natin kay Miss Erica. Pinigitian ka.
Hindi, parati namang may special task si Mark Macapagal, di ba? Yung kanyang 3-point shooting.
Yeah, the specialist eh.
3 or 4 time.
Kaya tayo binaril ni Erica, special task daw. Bang! Yun ba yun? Binabaring ka. Brock missing on that first free throw. Key misses to at this point, Dom. Just over 5 minutes to go.
But not bad. 12 out of 16 ang kanyang free throw shooting.
Make that 13 of 18. As Barangay Ginebra will sue for time, up by 6 points. Bago tayo bumalik sa live action, silipin muna natin ang ating V-Fresh Sigaw ng Bayan. At ang bida rito, si Mark Kagiwa, eliciting this V-Fresh Sigaw ng Bayan mula sa mga galamay ng barangay in attendance. Brought to you by V-Fresh. Karunungan, kabutihan, kapayapaan. Bukang bibig, sa lamig. 98-92, Barangay Ginebra. Came back from as much as 14 points down. Now looking to hold off this late charge by Global Port. Para nga makuha na nila ang kanilang ikalawang panalo and the momentum heading into that Sunday showdown kontra do sa 5-0 na tropang Texters. As Ray Parks looks on inside the Cuneta. Marjon, Dominic Uy, Erica Padilla at ang buong puwersa ng Sports 5. Ang inyong kasama sa biyernes ng gabi na ito. Kagiwa against 2 defenders. Looking to dribble out of trouble. Kagiwa puts one up. No go. Washington for the board. Pagkakataon ng Global Port to come to within 4. Maybe 3 with a 3-point shot. Brock elects to go for the 2.
A good decision by Global Port to give the ball to Evan Brock. Wide open. On that fast break, he's got a lot more options. And that athletic ability is just super para kay Evan Brock.
That is now a conference-side 35-point outburst mula dito kay Evan Brock. As Rogers is fouled before the attempt, pero 2 shots pa rin yan dahil penalty na ang Batang Pierre. Fourth personal foul whistled on Matias. May papahabol ka sa sermonan, di ba?
Saan?
Sabi mo may babatiin ka pa isa.
Happy birthday ba yun? Happy birthday kay Bea Sauro? Yun yung sa'yo di ba?
Hindi, para madagdagan niya yung sermon sa'yo. Kamustahin na rin natin ang mga taga Marilao, Bulacan, lalo na sina Tita Reden and Teresing de Guzman. Para damay tayo.
Ayun. Parati naman eh.
Pero hindi naman kita iniiwan eh. Walang iwan ha.
Ayan.
Lago tayo nito. 194 na sa ating talaan. Barangay Ginebra back up by 6. Matias on the move, posting up against Kagiwa. Nando dun si Japet lurking. Forced to give it up. Washington to Kabagnot, 3 to shoot. Kabagi's gotta go. Jay Wash unleashes one. Ginebra. Matias looking to keep it alive but losing it to the baseline. Tapik down ng isa sa mga taga Ginebra.
Gotta applaud the effort of Ronnie Matias keeping the ball alive. On one end, pinahihirapan niya yung import. On the other hand, pinahihirapan niya yung buong Barangay Ginebra.
Tandaan natin, bagong dating dito yan in a trade with Enrico Villanueva, who is going to Air 21. Kasama niya si Carlos Sharma, who is on the reserve list ng Batang Pier. Barangay Ginebra looking to add to this 2-possession lead. LA dancing with Brock, gets it over to Rogers. Rogers back to Tenorio. Down the gut of the defense. LA drops the deuce. Makapagal, ayaw magmadali doon sa kabila. It is Barangay Ginebra by 8 points. Foul whistled on Ellis. That'll be his second personal and the 14th foul para sa Ginebra. Photon Thunder Drive muna tayo. Brought to you by Photon. Empower your business. Brock requesting for a timeout. Hiyawan yung mga tao dahil napalakas yung sigaw niya. Hindi siya nakita nung una. 30-second variety to doon para sa Global Port. It's goal time for them. 3:30 natitira. 8 ang kailangan nilang punuin dito.
That's why they call the timeout. They understand they're down by 8. Kinakailangan maganda ang kanilang offensive set this time around.
Bukas po, Barako Bull Energy kontra San Miguel Beerman, 2:45. And Rainer Shine kontra San Mig Coffee, alas 5:15 ng hapon. Both games live on TV5 as well as Sunday's matchups. Meralco kontra R21 sa alas 3 ng hapon. Tapos yung inaabangan nga ng lahat, Talk and Text kontra Barangay Ginebra, alas 5:30. The thousands in attendance, all smiles sa gabing ito. Quality matchup naman talaga ang ating natunghayan do.
Oh, great game so far by these two teams. Both teams wanting to get out of their nightmare. Itong Barangay Ginebra at 1-2. Ito namang Global Port 0-4. With the way Global Port is playing, hindi mo akalaing 0-4.
Neither team backing down from the challenge here. Makapagal with the leather. Goes to Brock up in the sky. Brock is fouled as he had to bring it back down dahil nasabayan siya ni Aguilar.
Marking foul, the 47, Mark Aguilar, that's his first for team foul for Barangay Ginebra. 2-free throws.
Erika, ano balita?
With the remaining minutes, Evan Brock emphasized nung huling huddle that they still have so much time para lumaban. Dagdag ni Coach Pito, lahat sila may special task and spacing will be very crucial so they can position themselves to take the shot dahil lahat laman ng nasa sahig ay shooters. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat sa spatial report there from the spatial Erika Padilla.
And proper spacing, eh?
Space na, special. Spatial. 102.95. It is Ginebra by 7. Global Port. Asa sakit ng mga mintis na yun from the free throw line.
What worked for them in the first quarter now is leaving them in the third and the fourth.
Rogers gustong mga tawan. His pass taken away by Cabagnot. Nauna na si Makapagal. Washington running with him. Mark Makapagal makes sure of that layup. And that brings Global Port to within 5.
Now it's time to tighten up on defense. Play that passing lane. Because now in the fourth quarter, with 2 minutes 41 left, pagod na ang mga players. So the way you pass that basketball may not be the same.
Rogers against 2 defenders. Barangay Ginebra looking for the open man. Tenorio has 3 to shoot. Is he aware? Now he is. Huli ni Cabagnot from behind. Here comes Global Port. Needing a score to bring it to a 1-possession deficit. They go deep to Brock. Evan pulls up. Matalas ang kanyang tira.
A tough miss that time by Evan Brock, but only down by 5 points. The fight is still in there. Now it's the defense at Global Port that need to tighten up because yung mga shots nila unti-unti kumakapos. So they need to prevent now Barangay Ginebra from scoring and widening this gap.
Timeout muna para sa Barangay Ginebra. Malapit na ang PBA All-Star Weekend. Abangan ang pagsasama-sama ng mga paborito niyong PBA players, both past and present yan. At ang highlight niyan, bakbakan Gilas Pilipinas versus the PBA All-Stars of today. PBA All-Star Weekend, April 4 to 6 na yan, dito sa TV5. 102.97, Barangay Ginebra looking to add to this 5-point lead.
Warning on LA Tenorio for resentment to a non-call.
Nawarningan pa si LA Tenorio for a resentment to a non-call. Rogers asking for the clear. 2-minute warning blaring inside the Cuneta. Rogers takes the contact, flips it up and out. Japet keeps it alive. Rogers to LA. Time is on the side of Barangay Ginebra. Rogers once again kontra dito kay Matias. Using that jab step fake. Pull-up jumper. Rogers delivers!
Putting their trust in their import when it counts. Giving him the clear out.
Kabagnot sa kabilang dulo. A minute and a half for Global Port to try and make up this 7-point deficit. They gotta go a little quicker. Brock fakes that pass. Lost his dribble. Now gets it back to Alex. Kabagnot to the corner. Matias for 3. Doesn't drop. Rebound lalabas sa baseline. Still in favor of Global Port, but the referees will look this one over.
Down by 7 points, 1 minute and 15 left. Global Port hoping that they will get this possession. Barangay Ginebra in this ball game, they talked about trying to lead each other, trying to share that basketball. They've been able to do that. 17 assists para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Mamalinaw naman nun na si LA Tenorio yung na-last touch talaga doon. Global Port will be inbounding from that baseline, needing a quick hit here. Fresh shot clock to, pero yung game clock is not on their side. And now Coach Pido Harencio will sue for time. They want to make sure they get a basket or at least a nice look sa aming pagbabalik. Paalala po, bukas 2:45 pa lang mag-uumpisa na ang bakbakan. Barako Bull kontra San Miguel Beermen. Susundan ng salpukang Rain or Shine San Mig Coffee Mixers. Rematch ng Philippine Cup Finals sa unang pagkakataon. Magtatagpo na naman sila. Both games live on TV5 as we look at where everybody lays before this game.
Barangay Ginebra at 1-2. Ito namang Global Port 0-4. You know, very important for these teams to be able to, well, especially Global Port to start winning. Because 9-game lang po ang ating eliminations. Top 8 teams will advance. The bottom 2 are out.
Global Port back in action. March 24 kontra San Miguel Beermen. Barangay Ginebra naman this coming Sunday kontra Tokendex. Inbound from the baseline. Kabagnot, wala pang makitang mapasahan. Si Kabagnot at tumanggap mula kay Makapagal. Now he gets it back over to Mark. Makapagal for 3. Diubra. Brock over to Kabagnot. Back to Makapagal. Atid sa atin yan ang PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV.
A quick foul by Global Port.
Now they play the foul game. 58.6 to go in this game. Masyado ba maaga to play the foul game?
Well, especially Jay Washington had 5 fouls.
Washington fouls out of the contest.
You know, just down by 4 points. And over a minute left, Jay Wash fouls out with 7.6 rebounds
and 16
steals.
And 6 fouls. Ay, oh nga, kaya nga pala.
7 and 3.6.
Yan, kaya naman pala nawala. Rogers with a chance to push this lead up to 6. Takes care of the first. All week long, ang kwentuhan kung si Leon Rogers pa ba maglalaro para sa Barangay Ginebra. He has exploded for 32 points tonight on 21 free throw attempts. 19 of 22 from the line, Dom. He got his points, pero karamihan niya yung bulto sa free throws.
Coming from the free throw line, if you're Barangay Ginebra, you know, you're happy that your import has scored 32 points and 21 of that coming from the free throw line. But the question is, will he take you all the way?
Yan pa rin ang siguradong pagkikwentuhan ng lahat ng barangay sa buong mundo. Barangay Ginebra is looking to hold off Global Port here. Coach Pido trying to design a play there as we take a look at Coach Juno.
Alex, your name. Boom. Nothing happened. Bigay.
Coach Juno Sauler giving the instructions to his boys. They will be on defense, trying to watch out for the three-point shot.
And has really been playing a more active role in the coaching staff for Barangay Ginebra.
Wow.
Fresh from a championship in the UAAP.
Yan. Ginebra will be looking for the stop. Romeo maglalabas ng bola para sa Global Port. Mga target niya. Matias, Brock, Cabagnot, and Macapagal. Romeo gets it to Macapagal. Couldn't pull the trigger. Now brings it closer. Macapagal naghahanap ng butas. Launches a three. No. Brock looking to keep it alive, but it ends up with Tenorio. It looks like Barangay Ginebra, if Tenorio can make both free throws, will be looking good to pick up their second win.
It's going to be a lot more difficult if LA knocks down these free throws. You know, when you look at Global Port, they've been getting their looks. Especially Terrence Romeo, hindi lang pumapasok para dito sa Global Port. They've been competing. They've been trying to compete with every single possession. They've been in this ball game all throughout. So if later on they get their 5th straight loss, nothing to be ashamed of in this ball game.
Nakikita naman natin yung improvement by the game para dito sa Global Port, you know? They've had their shots. Hindi lang minsan makuha yung mga breaks pagdating ng dulo ng game. Now they go to Macapagal again. Here's a three. Doesn't drop pero merong foul. Looks like Rogers is whistled for this one. He is shaken up. Team manager BJ Manalo pa. Gustong tumulong dito kay Rogers. With sportsmanship coming from Global Port.
3 free throws for Mark Macapagal.
Oh, looks like he twisted his leg there after the shot.
Pinapaliwanag niya dito kay Kagiwa paano ba nangyari doon. As 3 free throws are given to Mark Macapagal, so may naiwan pang bintanang bukas para dito sa Global Port. All 3 makes will cut this to a 5-point deficit. Macapagal steady on the second. 34.8, medyo mahabang basketball pa natitira dito sa Cuneta.
Expect Global Port to apply the pressure.
And now Coach Juno jumps out of his seat, calling a timeout. Gustong manigurado na at least ba inbound nila yung bola. 30-second timeout requested here. So matitira sa Ginebra, 1 buo, 1:30. Global Port may 1 buong timeout pa.
Not taking any chances on the inbound because they've had maybe 3.
In the second half alone.
Oh, in the second half alone. Miscommunications on that inbound.
Coach Juno mapping out what he wants his 5 to do on the floor.
Mark, Chris, LA, Leon, jump it. Chris, curl. LA, pop. Jump it, screen for Leon. Jump it, go there. Hold the ball. They're gonna look to foul. Alright, don't be careless.
So sinigurado lang na merong multiple targets kung sakaling makakoberan yung unang dalawang meron pang pangatlong target yan.
Well, they're gonna go to either LA Tenorio or Leon Rogers. He knows that they're gonna foul, so you want the ball to go to your import who's been killing it from the free throw line.
Nanakaw si Ellis. Didn't want to take that shot, wasting away some valuable ticks off that clock. Nalibre sa ilalim. Butas na butas yung depensa ng Batang Pierre.
Sometimes people will wonder, bakit hindi na tinira ni Chris Ellis yon? Wide open shot. He really wants to take away more precious seconds away from that clock.
And tiwala naman siya, kumpiyansa siya sa kanyang free throws, making that first. This will make it a 3-possession lead again. Tumalbog palabas yung pangalawa. Cabagnot suing for time. Last time out to para sa Global Port, down by only 6 points.
Only 6 points, 29.3 seconds left. Still very doable for Global Port.
They got to come up with a 3 here. Let's see what Coach Pido has in mind.
Alex, ikaw. Hindi. Give it to Terrence. Ikaw maglabas. Ikaw maglabas. Okay? Mac. Dito ka. Mac. And then Alex. Corner tayo. Then Alex go corner. Okay. Ikot tayo. Terrence. And then down screen for Terrence.
Yeah.
They'll go around you. Yeah, and then down screen. hit natin si Terrence. Sir, please take the shot, 3 points. If not, ball screen again, ha?
So it's Macapagal and then Cabagnot and then Romeo, the three options from deep para kay Coach Pido.
They're looking at a quick 3 if it's open. Showing much confidence in Terrence Romeo. Hasn't really been knocking down too many shots. But if he knocks it down now...
Ayun na nga, Romeo pops out. Big pick from Brock.
Exactly what they wanted. Now Barangay Ginebra needs to be careful.
3-point shot atid sa atin ng PLDT Home Evolution. Turns your ordinary TV into an internet TV. Exactly what Coach Pido ordered. Nakita mo, lumabas etong si Macapagal, lumabas yung Cabagnot, and then lumabas na si Romeo, pumasok and lumabas ulit through the Brock pick. And he did it with defense all over him.
Terrence Romeo knew what he had to do. He's most comfortable shooting that basketball. And yung kumpiyansa na pinapakita sa kanya ni Coach Pido Harincho, sinuklian lang niya with a 3-point shot.
L.A. Tenorio gets the roll on that first free throw, making it a 2-possession lead. Wala nang timeout ang Global Port. L.A. looking to push their lead to 5. L.A. steady, 2 for 2. Now Global Port's gotta go. Romeo, dalawa, sasagupa sa kanya, gets away from them. Romeo, naipit to sa wing. Now fakes off, etong si Ellis and picks up the foul.
Just down by 5. If Romeo can knock down 3 free throws, it's just going to be 2 points. And then Barangay Ginebra again has to inbound that basketball. That's a smart move by Terrence Romeo.
2 free throws, Terrence Romeo.
Terrence Romeo needs to knock every single one of these down. Mintis yung una. Napakasakit yan para sa Global Port.
And it's only 2 free throws that was given to him because naka-step siya dun sa linya.
He tried to retract his foot pero naipit pa rin doon sa linya. Do you go for the forced miss here?
Now you gotta miss this.
Romeo makes it though. They look to play the foul game once again pero nakawala si Kagiwa. Excellent location from Ellis and Kagiwa looks to put it away.
An excellent decision by Mark Kagiwa, just breaking away to get that free throw, rather get that free layup.
Macapagal steps back. 3-pointer is no good and Barangay Ginebra will pick up their second win of the Commissioner's Cup. But not before some anxious moments here inside the Cuneta Dome. Global Port never giving up, but Barangay Ginebra proving steady down the stretch.
Gotta give it to Global Port. Pinahirapan nila itong Barangay Ginebra. They were there all throughout this ball game. But what about Barangay Ginebra? They haven't lost in the Cuneta Astrodome in the last 3 years. So does Barangay Ginebra have the number of any team that they've played dito sa Cuneta Astrodome?
113-107 is your final score. Barangay Ginebra moves up to 2-2 dito sa ating 2014 PLDT Home Evolution Commissioner's Cup. At ang Global Port naman will drop to 0-5. Best player of the game natin, Dom.
15 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 assists para kay Mark Kagiwa. He's the leader of Barangay Ginebra. He led his team today, being unselfish, doing the little things. I mean, come on, 14 rebounds para kay Mark Kagiwa. Could be a career high.
Bukas po, Barako Bull kontra San Miguel Beerman, 2:45 ng hapon. Susundan ang rematch ng Philippine Cup Finals in rain or shine and San Mig Coffee. That'll do it for us inside the Cuneta. Sa ngalan ni Dominic Uy, ni Erica Padilla, producer natin si Dan Rileneses, statsman na si Roy Lopez at direktor na si Koyo Pango. Magumarjo, nagpapasalamat sa inyong panonood. This has been a Sports 5 production of the Philippine Basketball Association.